The roar was deafening. It was the kind of sound that reverberates through your bones, a collective cry of joy and relief from a fan base that had been waiting for this moment for far too long. It shook Madison Square Garden to its core. The iconic arena, a fortress of basketball history, seemed to come alive with the energy of the crowd. The New York Knicks, fueled by a raucous home crowd and a hunger for playoff success, had done it again. They had shown grit, determination, and an unyielding will to win. They had vanquished the Boston Celtics in a thrilling Game 4, securing a 3-1 series lead. It was a game that would be remembered for years to come. The final score, 121-113, only told part of the story. The real story was in the heart and soul displayed on the court. This was a game of resilience, of heart, of a team refusing to be denied. Every player left everything on the court, fighting for every point, every rebound, every loose ball. The Celtics, seemingly in control for much of the game, saw their lead evaporate under a barrage of Knicks baskets and defensive stops. It was a masterclass in perseverance. The ghosts of Knicks' playoff failures past seemed to haunt the Celtics as they struggled to find their rhythm in the crucial final minutes. The weight of history was palpable. The energy in the Garden was palpable, a force of nature that propelled the Knicks to victory. It was as if the fans themselves were willing the team to win. For the Knicks faithful, this was more than just a win. It was a statement, a declaration that their team was back, ready to compete at the highest level. A declaration that this team, led by a new generation of stars, was ready to reclaim its place among the NBA's elite. The future looked bright, and the present was exhilarating. The scent of victory, so long absent from the hallowed halls of MSG, was back. It was a sweet, intoxicating aroma that filled the air, and it smelled like hope. Hope for a brighter future, for more nights like this, for a return to glory. The Knicks, once left for dead, had come roaring back to life. They had shown the world that they were not to be underestimated. They were on the cusp of something special, something that had eluded them for what seemed like an eternity. The promise of a new era was within their grasp. The city of New York, starved for a basketball champion, dared to dream again. The Knicks were back, and the city was ready to embrace them with open arms. At the heart of the Knicks' resurgence was Jalen Brunson, a player who had been waiting for his moment to shine. The point guard, often overlooked and underestimated, had finally found his stage. He was a force of nature in Game 4, a game that would be remembered for his sheer dominance. He commanded the offense with a veteran's poise, orchestrating plays with precision. Slicing through the Celtics' defense with breathtaking ease, he made it look almost effortless. His stat line told the story of a truly dominant performance, 39 points, to go along with 12 assists. But Brunson's impact went beyond the numbers. He was the heart and soul of the team. He was the floor general, the leader who dictated the tempo and made his teammates better. His ability to create his own shot, find open shooters, and control the pace of the game was nothing short of masterful. He played with a swagger and confidence that belied his years, silencing any doubters who questioned his ability to lead a team to playoff glory. Brunson's performance was a masterclass in point guard play, a clinic that left the Celtics grasping at air. With every bucket, every assist, every no-look pass that found its target, Brunson etched his name deeper into the hearts of Knicks fans. He was the engine that drove the Knicks, the spark that ignited their offense. And in the pressure cooker of the NBA playoffs, he shone brightest, proving that he was built for the big moments. Brunson's journey to this point had been one of perseverance and hard work, and now he was reaping the rewards. His performance was not just a statement to the Celtics, but to the entire league. With every bucket, every assist, every no-look pass that found its target, Brunson etched his name deeper into the hearts of Knicks fans. He was the engine that drove the Knicks, the spark that ignited their offense. And in the pressure cooker of the NBA playoffs, he shone brightest. Jalen Brunson had arrived, and the Garden was his stage. The Knicks' triumph wasn't just about offensive firepower. It was a testament to their defensive intensity, a hallmark of Coach Tom Thibodeau's philosophy. They swarmed the Celtics, forcing turnovers and disrupting their offensive flow. The Celtics, renowned for their ball movement and offensive efficiency, looked out of sorts and disjointed. The Knicks' defensive game plan was clear: make life difficult for Jason Tatum. The Celtics' star forward, while still managing to score 42 points, was hounded by a rotating cast of defenders. They forced him into tough shots and made him work for every point. The Knicks' defensive energy was contagious, spreading throughout the entire team. They played with a ferocity and determination that had been missing for far too long in New York. It was a defensive clinic, a masterclass in grit and hustle. The Celtics, accustomed to dictating the terms of engagement, found themselves on the back foot for much of the game. The Knicks' defense was suffocating, a suffocating blanket that extinguished any hopes of a Celtics comeback. Section 4. Celtics crumble. Turnovers and missed opportunities prove costly. The Celtics, despite their star power and regular season success, were plagued by uncharacteristic mistakes. These errors were not just minor hiccups, but significant blunders that shifted the momentum in favor of the Knicks. Turnovers, a problem that had haunted them throughout the series, reared their ugly head once again. They coughed up the ball 15 times, each miscue fueling the Knicks' transition offense and igniting the already frenzied crowd. The Knicks capitalized on these mistakes, converting them into easy points and further demoralizing the Celtics. Their usually reliable three-point shooting abandoned them when they needed it most. They shot a paltry 37.5% from beyond the arc, their shots clanging off the rim with a thud that echoed the emptiness of their playoff hopes. Each missed shot seemed to drain their confidence, making it harder to recover as the game progressed. The Celtics' offense, so potent in the regular season, sputtered and stalled against the Knicks' relentless defense. Even Jason Tatum, who finished with 42 points, struggled to find his rhythm for much of the game. His efforts, though valiant, were not enough to overcome the cohesive and aggressive Knicks' defense. The Knicks' defensive game plan, designed to limit his touches and force him into tough shots, proved effective. The Celtics, accustomed to cruising through the regular season, seemed ill-prepared for the intensity and physicality of the Knicks. The Knicks' strategy was clear: disrupt the Celtics' flow and make every possession a battle. They looked out of sync, their frustration mounting with each passing minute. The Celtics' collapse was a slow burn, a gradual unraveling that culminated in a disappointing Game 4 loss. The defeat was a stark reminder that in the playoffs, every possession counts, and even the smallest mistakes can have significant consequences. The Knicks' resilience shines through. In the face of adversity, the Knicks showcased their tenacity and grit. Their defensive tenacity disrupted the Celtics' rhythm, creating turnovers and converting them into easy points on the break. The Knicks' bench, often overlooked, provided a crucial spark with key contributions from role players who stepped up when it mattered most. Their perseverance, coupled with a never-say-die attitude, became the defining narrative of this thrilling series. The road to the conference finals. The Knicks' journey to the conference finals was paved with hard-fought victories and a collective belief in their mission. Every player bought into their roles and the team's chemistry was evident on and off the court. The coaching staff's adjustments and strategic planning played a pivotal role in navigating the challenges posed by their opponents. As they progressed through the playoffs, their confidence grew, and so did their aspirations. The Knicks' resurgence and the promise of a bright future. This playoff run marked a turning point for the Knicks, signaling a resurgence that fans had long awaited. The team's young core, combined with seasoned veterans, created a balanced and formidable unit. The experience gained from this playoff journey will undoubtedly serve as a foundation for future success. The Knicks have not only reignited the passion of their fan base, but also set the stage for a bright and promising future in the NBA.